Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Dopet Padama. Ngayon pag-usapan natin ay kung papaano dapat isulat ang inyong research cover page at ano dapat ang laman ng inyong research paper in terms of chapters 1 to chapter 5. So pag-usapan natin doon yung research format ng inyong manuscript. So simulan natin dito sa sabi nila napakasimple, cover page lang yan. Pero napakarami pa ring nagkakaroon ng problema o ng error o pagkakamali sa pagsusulat ng kanilang research cover page. Meron tayong mga ilang bagay na kailangan sundin at i-observe kapag kayo ay nagsusulat ng inyong research cover page. So simulan natin dito. Unang-una, ito yung tinatawag nating research title. So sa inyong research title, ang mga kailangan nyong i-observe o sundin ay ang mga sumusunod. Number 1, kailangan palaging nakasenter. Halos lahat ng makikita ninyo sa inyong research cover page ay nakasenter. So kung i-zoom out natin ito, makikita nyo lahat yan nakagitna. Mula dito sa title hanggang sa susunod na bahagi, hanggang sa susunod na bahagi, lahat yan nakasenter, nakagitna. So yan ang unang rule na kailangan nyo tandaan. Pangalawa, ang research title, yung unang bahagi, which is this one, kung mapapansin ninyo, ay naka-bold. Okay? Pangatlo, ano pang napapansin nyo dito sa ating research title? Naka-all caps. All capitalized ang mga letra na ginagamit sa inyong research title. Okay? So basically, itong tatlo kailangan napakadali lang yan. Pero meron pang isang natitira. Kung mapapansin ninyo, yung shape ng inyong research title ay sumusunod sa isang tinatawag nating triangle, pyramid. Ang tawag namin dyan is inverted pyramid. So make sure ang paggawa lang ng inverted pyramid ay yung pinakamahaba o yung unang linya ang pinakamahabang linya. Yung susunod ay mas maiksi at kung hindi pa kasya dahil mahaba ang inyong research title, mas maiksi yung pangatlo. Pero as much as possible, ilimit ninyo sa 3 hanggang 4 na linya ang pinakamarami na gagamitin ninyo sa inyong research title. Ulitin ko po, this is a recommended format para maging standard yung paggawa ng research cover page. Ibig sabihin, kapag marami ang nagsasubmit, lalong-lalo na yung mga nagtuturo ng research, kahit na mga estudyante na wala pang idea kung papaano gawin ang cover page, maganda ito dahil may sinusunod kayong standard. Okay, yung pang-apat, yung binanggit natin, kailangan ang inyong research title ay nakaporma sa tinatawag nating inverted pyramid. Okay, pinaliwanag na natin kung paano gagawin yung inverted pyramid. So yun na ang kailangan nyong i-observe dito sa inyong unang bahagi ng inyong cover page. Yung pangalawa, itong mga lalagyan natin ng highlight, as is na ito. So ibig sabihin, gagamitin nyo na lang. So itong research presented to, yan na yon, as is na yon. Ang gagawin nyo na lang, itong mga susunod na bahagi, kagaya nitong College of General Education and Liberal Arts and Arellano University, magiging variable na lang. Ibig sabihin, papalitan nyo na lang. Papalitan ninyo, depende kung nasa ang institusyon o universidad kayo. So, itong pangatlong linya, yung College of General Education and Liberal Arts, ito ay tumutukoy doon sa kolehiyo, sa college, or department, or institution. Kung kayo ay nasa college, nasa graduate school level, nasa postgraduate, ilalagay nyo dyan. Okay? Ito namang susunod, obviously, ito ang university or school. Lagay na lang natin dyan kung saang school or university kayo nakabilang during the time ng writing o pagsusulat ng inyong research paper. So, variable yan, ibig sabihin, magbabago yan, depende kung nasaan kayo at ano yung kailangan ninyong ilagay dyan. Okay, yung susunod na bahagi, in partial fulfillment will also be as is. In partial fulfillment, as is na yon, of the requirements for the subject, isulat nyo lang dito sa susunod na bahagi, ito yung variable natin, kung ano yung title. Halimbawa, research writing, methods of research, halimbawa nakalagay dyan, ang title ng subject ninyo ay methods of research. O yan, so it's a research subject. So yan ang ilalagay ninyo. Ulitin natin, yung mga naka-red variable yan, yung mga naka-green as is yan. So yan ang gagamitin nyo para maging standard yung inyong cover page. Yung susunod, as is ulit ito, by. Tapos, variable ulit natin. Depende kung ano yung pangalan ng writer. So, observe nyo lang, first name, middle initial, surname. Not the other way around na mauuna yung apelido. Okay? And then kung kayo ay by group, it's the same. Kaya lang, ang gagawin nyo lang, single space dito sa part na ito. By the way, hindi natin na ilagay dito. Lahat naman ito sa number 5 ay naka-double space. Ayan. Lahat yan naka-double space sila. Except, dito nga sabi natin, kung more than one ang writer, lalong-lalo na kung nasa college level kayo, senior high school, minsan ginugroup, yung spacing na gagamitin ninyo para dito sa pangalan should be single space. So magkakadikit yung mga pangalan following this format. Okay. Now, kung mapapansin niyo naman dito sa latter part na, sa last part, ay yung first name should be written in bold. Pero yung capitalization is yung normal capitalization. Okay? Normal capitalization. And then naka-center din siya. So lahat yan naka-center din. Okay, and then the last part, which is the month and the year, is an indication. Okay? This indicates the month and the year kung kailan ninyo schedule i-defend ang inyong research. So ulitin natin, yung month and year is supposed to be the schedule of your defense. So kung hindi yan yung current, kung anong month and year kayo nag-submit, ito yung month and year ng scheduled defense ninyo. Okay, so at least we have already briefly gone through doon sa mga mechanics na kailangan yung sundin kapag kayo ay nagsusulat ng inyong cover page. Doon naman na tayo sa second part ng ating discussion, which is the research format. The content of your manuscript. Okay? Ang laman dapat ng manuscript ninyo ay ang mga sumusunod. So if this is a thesis, dissertation, or a college research, you can all use this format para standardize. So nandyan yung title page ninyo, yung approval sheet, acknowledgement, table of contents, list of figures, list of tables, and abstract. I would just like to remind everyone na when you present an abstract, you only present this if you have already accomplished the whole research hanggang dun sa last part, which is yung chapter 5, hanggang sa conclusion and recommendation ninyo. And otherwise, wala dapat abstract yan. Okay? Hindi kayo pwede mag-present ng abstract hanggat hindi tapos ang inyong research paper. So aside from the preliminaries, ang tawag natin dito ay preliminaries, ito yung mga makikita bago nyo makita yung unang kabanata, yung chapter 1. So on chapter 1 natin, the problem and its background, standardize nyo na yung title. The problem and its background para hindi magkakaiba. Yun yung reason kung bakit ginagamit natin itong format na ito para may susundan at para magkakapareho din doon sa mga bahagi na kailangan magkapareho sila. Okay? And then you have the introduction, significance of the study, theoretical or conceptual framework, research paradigm, statement of the problem, hypothesis, definition of terms, scope and limitation of the study. Again, this is what should be included sa inyong chapter 1. This particular format, again, I would like to remind everyone, is not standard and it is not compulsory all throughout the university in any country. So I am just giving this as a guide. Lalong-lalo na dun sa mga university, mga eskwelahan na wala pang sariling format, wala pang official format, wala pang standard format. Para ibigay nyo na lang ito sa mga students ninyo para meron silang susundan, at least they are already guided by this particular format. Okay? So number 2, chapter 2 is a review of related literature and studies. Meron kasi ako nakitang format na ang chapter 2 nila is the last part of chapter 1. So ang lumalabas sa kanila, since this is included in chapter 1 dito, last part, nagiging 4 na chapters lang yon. Ang tawag natin doon is research culture. There are various research cultures for every university. Hindi magkakapareho yan. But I can assure you na pag yun ang ginawang official, prescribed format, lahat ng mag-aaral, lahat ng kumukuha ng research, dapat sumunod doon. That is why if you still do not have or hindi pa establish yung inyong research format, this is you can use this as a guide tentatively or temporarily kung hindi pa or non-existent pa yung inyong research format. Chapter 3, Research Design and Methodology. So ang laman dapat dyan ay ang mga sumusunod, yung inyong research method and technique used. Discussion lang yan. Population and sample of the study, instrument use, validation, data gathering procedure, and data processing and statistical treatment. All of this is under Chapter 3. Chapter 4 is entitled Presentation, Analysis, and Interpretation of Data. Standardize nyo lang yung research title. Pero yung laman yan, alam nyo na kung ano dapat ang magiging laman. Pagdating sa chapter 4, nandyan na yung analysis ng data ninyo, interpretation ng data ninyo as mentioned and reflected dito sa research, sa title ng chapter 4. Kaya hindi na kailangan lagyan kung ano yung iba't ibang parts ng chapter 4. Okay? Chapter 5 naman is the summary of findings, conclusion, and recommendation. So basically, there are 3 parts na dapat makita sa chapter 5 ninyo. Ano yung findings? Ano yung conclusion based on the findings? Ano yung recommendation based on the conclusion and the findings of the study? I have a template for that para mas madali nyong maisulat. If you're interested on how to write chapter 5, I have that in my YouTube channel at Tokid Padama. And the last part, after chapter 5, will be the following. So you have the bibliography, the appendix, curriculum vitae, list of tables, list of figures. Again, you can modify this. If you feel na merong pangkulang, pwede nyo dagdagan. At if you feel na merong sobra, pwede nyo naman tanggalan o bawasan. This will serve as a guide for your institution or for your class. Lalong-lalo na kapag wala pang established na format ang inyong discussion ng research. So again, I am going to end our discussion here. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And please do subscribe. Click nyo yung subscribe button natin sa ating YouTube channel at Tokid Padama. If you have any questions, pwede nyo pong ilagay sa comment section ng video na ito. Please click like dito sa ating video and share our video, especially doon sa mga kakilala natin na nagte-take o gumagawa, nagsusulat ng kanilang research paper. Maraming salamat po everyone. Take care, God bless, and I will see you again in our next video. Bye!